Hi guys, thanks for clicking on the video today. My name is Maria and I'm back with another video. And y'all, today I just feel like playing in some makeup. It's a dreary, rainy day outside, and like I said, I just feel like playing in some makeup and maybe doing a little quick chit chat about content creation. Y'all, I want to be a content creator here on YouTube, but I'm having some issues. And I just want to talk about them today. But before we do that, I am going to be doing a makeup look. I want to try the sunset trend, the sunset blush trend that everybody's trying on TikTok. But I think that trend has made its way over to YouTube. And I kind of want to put my little spin on it. So we're going to just be doing those two things today. But yeah, guys, this content creation thing is really, it's getting to me. All right, so let's move on. All right, guys, so I went ahead and put my skincare on, and I put on some color corrector. Y'all, I'm still using this NYX NYX Fix Pro Fix Stick. I'm still using this. I think I don't have enough light going on in here, but this NYX Pro Fix Stick, I'm still using it. And so far, so good. I do like it, but once I use this up, I am going to try a higher end brand just to compare and see what the difference is. But so far, so good. This is the shade Apricot. For primer today, I am going to be going in with my Dior Backstage primer. Y'all, I do like this primer. I've been using it with different foundations just to see how it works, because it says it's a universal primer, gives a luminous finish. But I like this because it's so silky smooth. It's so smooth, and it feels good going on, and it really smooths out the face. And every foundation that I've put on top of this, I used the Backstage foundation, which it looks perfect with that. I used my Tom Ford foundation stick. It looked great with that. And I used my MAC. I used the MAC, that foundation that they came out with recently, which I think that's what I'm going to use today. But yeah, so it works very well. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and put this on. So if you are new to my channel, I just want to reintroduce myself and why I have this channel. So I started this channel during the pandemic because that's when I started to really experiment with makeup and skincare. Because before that, the only thing I did when it came to presenting myself to the world was wash my face and put on some moisturizer. So during the pandemic, I started, also during the pandemic, I turned 50. And, looking in the mirror, I just didn't, like what I was seeing, because like I said, I didn't have a skincare routine. I didn't have a makeup routine, and I was already working from home. So the pandemic just added an extra layer of isolation and loneliness. And I just felt like I wasn't really taking care of myself, as taking care of my skin. So I started watching, YouTube videos and skincare, beauty, makeup, and I started trying different things. I started ordering things, y'all. I started ordering everything and trying a lot of different makeup and skincare. And, then I thought, well, you're buying all these things, you're not going anywhere. Why don't you start a YouTube channel? Everybody else has a YouTube channel, so why not you? So I started recording videos, and guys, I'm a photographer by hobby, I guess you could say. I have been paid for my photography, but I still consider myself a hobbyist because I'm not doing it full time. But I am a photographer, so I had all of the equipment. I had cameras, I have lighting, tripods, all of the things. But so of course, during the pandemic, I wasn't using my equipment, so creating a YouTube channel seemed like a really good idea. And also, I really didn't understand how to edit video, so this also gave me an opportunity to learn something new. So I have a MacBook, and it has iMovie, the iMovie software. So I said, let me get that iMovie out, record some videos, and just try to, teach myself how to edit videos using iMovie. And that's what I did. So for the most part, I recorded a lot of videos before I even posted my first one on YouTube, just learning, teaching myself, getting familiar with myself, seeing myself on camera, talking to the camera. Y'all, that's one of the most awkward things, and I still feel awkward with that right now, talking to a camera, because I love to talk. I think I'm a great conversationalist, but that's usually when I'm talking to someone else and I'm feeding off of someone else. But talking to this black inanimate thing feels awkward to me. But we're here, we're doing it. But yeah, so that's how I started my channel. That's how, you know, this whole thing got started. And now, so I have my MAC Studio Radiance Serum Powered Foundation. This is the foundation I'm going to be using today, and I have the shade in NC50. Y'all, this is not one of my favorite foundations, and I kind of force myself to use it because I want to use it up. I mean, it's a good foundation, don't get me wrong. It is a good foundation. It looks great in photos. It is great for video. But it's just, it says it's a serum powered foundation that's supposed to, you know, have all these great ingredients in it. And I believe it does, but to me, it just performs like a regular matte foundation. I think this is supposed to have a radiant finish, but to me, it just performs like a regular matte foundation. The coverage, I feel like you have to put on quite a bit just to get a medium coverage. But I kept it and I used it because, like I said, at the end of the day, you know, MAC, and I do like MAC as far as complexion products. So it does perform nicely. It makes you look really nice, but it's just not, it's not what it says it is. That's my only concern about it. But anyway, guys, so going back to my content creation issues. So basically during the pandemic, I was filming videos, putting on makeup, editing, doing all that stuff simply because, you know, I was doing it for fun. I was excited to be doing something new, learning something new, and expressing my creativity. And I felt like I was doing something to take care of myself during the pandemic because, like I said, we were all in isolation and things was just weird. So it kind of kept my mind off the news because I watched the news a lot. I was watching the news 24/7. It was giving me anxiety, y'all. It was a mess. So starting the whole makeup thing just gave me something else to do, and I really appreciate the whole makeup community and everything. And YouTube, I appreciate YouTube as well. But fast forwarding to today, and y'all, things have changed. Okay, so what has changed? So what's changed is that now I want to be a content creator here on YouTube. I want to build a community, and I want my channel to be monetized. So I've researched this, and I know you need to have, what, 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. And so in order to get those 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, you have to be consistent. And that's where I struggle, is being consistent. So I've been going over ways that, you know, I can film, I can edit, and I can post to ensure that I have, you know, content ready, you know, to share with you guys. But every time I think I have my routine down, something comes up, or honestly, I'll just be honest, sometimes I just lose motivation. You know, sometimes I think, well, I can just film on the weekends. Because here's the thing. So during the pandemic, you know, I was just putting on makeup, like I said, just to sit around the house. And now that things have changed, I still work from home now. I don't go out as much, but now I like to film videos when I'm actually going somewhere, when I'm actually getting ready to go somewhere. So I'm never getting ready to go to work. And, you know, the off times that I am going out to socialize or, you know, what have you, that's not enough to sustain the channel. So I have to, you know, come up with ways to, you know, film on those days when I'm not going nowhere, because I still like playing in makeup. I still want to try all of the products out. I still, you know, want to do my thing here on YouTube. So like I said, just struggling on being consistent is an issue. And y'all, I'm putting quite a bit of this on. I'm using my sponge. I have my damp beauty blender sponge, which I love. The best thing out there. But anyway, so a friend of mine, we were talking, and she is, you know, also struggling. She's trying to build her brand on Instagram. So she gave herself a challenge for the month of April to film and post a reel a day for the month of April. 30 days of you know, posting a reel a day. And she did it. She did it. She completed that challenge. And she said she gained 80 new followers. I know she said she was going to take a look and see like which reels perform the best. And I do post some reels every now and then. I tried to post like 3 reels a week. That's something else I tried to do. But again, I lose the motivation and just the time to film. But I was telling her that, hey, you know, I would like to do something like that for my YouTube channel. You know, just give myself a challenge. And I started telling her like all of the things I have to do in order to, you know, just even get ready to film a video. I was telling her, you know, even before I film, I have to come up with a video idea. And then I set my camera, I have to set my camera up, I set my lighting up, I film the video, then I have to edit the video. Sometimes after I edit the video, and mind you, all the while I'm telling her this, she's like, But I was like, sometimes I even go back and watch the video doing quality control. And she was like, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. That's too much. She's like, I would never do all of that in order to film a video. And I was like, well, you know, short form video is different from long form video, in my opinion. Well, that ain't even my opinion. That's just fact. It's different. So she went on to tell me, you know, you'll be rewarded for your consistency before you'll be rewarded for your quality. And I was like, oh, that's a word, girl. So, but basically, yeah, she was like, it's consistency over quality. And I've heard other content creators say, you know, when it comes to being successful on social media, it is about quantity over quality. And I get that. But I guess what I go by when I look at the videos or the channels that I follow and the videos that I really enjoy, they have a certain level of quality. And that's what I want for my channel and for the content that I create, is to have a certain level of quality. But that desire is what hinders me from being productive, because I'm always looking for quality. And when I say quality, quality to me is pretty much 3 major things. It could be the quality of the video, like your lighting, your audio, your visuals. It could also be the quality of the person, their personality. Are they engaging? Do I connect well with that person? Also, authority. Like, I watch a lot of different videos over many different genres. I watch a lot of photography videos. I watch health and wellness. I love watching people on a weight loss journey because, yeah, I'm forever on a weight loss journey. I watch financial videos, travel videos. What else? I just watch a lot of different things. So it's important to me that the person comes across is that they know what they're talking about. You know, not necessarily if they're an expert, but they could just be speaking from experience, or they do have some expert knowledge when it comes to the subject matter. So when I come on camera, I want to be able to, you know, talk about the makeup products that I'm using. I want to know what I'm talking about, and I want you guys to know what I'm talking about, and I want you to feel that you can trust me and that you can kind of take my recommendations, take my experience with the product, and really, you know, put it to some use. I want my content to be valuable. So again, sometimes that desire, if I feel like I can't deliver on those 3 things, then I just won't do anything. And that's a problem. And I know what I like is different from what the algorithm likes. The algorithm doesn't care about your lighting, your camera, your personality. The algorithm wants to be fed consistently. It does not care about your quality. So I do understand that, and I'm working on it. Okay, guys, so I'm going to go in with the cream bronzer before I put on my concealer. So I'm using the YSL cream concealer. This is in the shade Strength. This is a recent purchase. I did a video trying this out for the first time, and I have not used it since that video. So today I wanted to kind of bring it out and use it because I want to get more familiar with it. But yeah, so just going back to the whole content creation thing, I just, sometimes feel like what to do. It just seems like, it can be, being a content creator can be so difficult. It could be fun. It could be very rewarding, but it's not an easy thing. So when it comes to shorts, like my friend, like I said, she's doing short form content for Instagram. And that's where she loves to be. She says she doesn't like long form content. She's not a YouTube watcher unless, she's trying to look for something specific on how to do something. But she lives primarily on Instagram. And I was like, okay, I get it, because I live primarily on YouTube. I'll go to Instagram, every now and then. Well, I go to Instagram mostly. I scroll. But when it comes to creating content for Instagram, I just feel like I get nowhere. I guess because I'm not on the platform that much, so creating content. So when I do create something, y'all, I get no views. I posted one, a reel, and it's probably today still sitting at 0. Nobody watched it, nothing. And I was like, man, this is ridiculous. It's just not something a place that I go to for content creation. And that brings me to the idea of short. Now, what y'all think about this color strength? Sometimes I feel like it's a little, I thought this was going to be dark. This is not dark. It goes on dark, but once you blend it out, honey, it blends out very well. But I'm going to leave this like this. Okay, guys, I close my window so I can get, more even lighting, because this side is darker. But anyway, going back to shorts. So when it comes to creating short form content, y'all, that's where I struggle. I'm used to creating long form content here on YouTube because that's where I am. Those are the videos that I like. Yeah, I go over to Instagram and I do scroll, and I do enjoy watching the short form content. But when it comes to try to create that type of content, I don't know why it's a struggle for me. It is a struggle because, number one, I don't use my phone to create content. And I know with my friend, that's what she primarily uses is her phone. It's very quick. Your phone is always on you, and you don't really have to worry about setting up lights and all that kind of stuff. You just have to worry about how you want to capture whatever it is you're trying to capture. And then you post it, you edit it, and you post it. So today I'm going to be doing the sunset blush trend, and I did create a short for that, but I never posted it because it was horrible. It was horrible. And then that's one thing. Number two, trying to post short form content here on YouTube is hard because when I film with my camera and I take that footage to put it into a short, the resolution is off. It looks horrible. Like I'm so close up. Like if I was to take this video right now, and I feel like I'm at a good distance from the camera, but if I turn this into a short, I will be right up on the camera. I mean, right up, in the camera. It's so close. And to me, it just looks weird and I don't like it. Now, I do take my videos and I do edit them down to a minute or a minute and a half. And I do post those on Instagram, and the resolution stays the same. It looks even better. So I do enjoy, editing my videos down to post on the Instagram. But just to create a short, I would need to really put in some time and focus on making that type of content in order for me to be comfortable with it and to be good with it. So that's just that. Okay, guys, so for this sunset blush challenge, we're going to be using the cheek clappers. So again, if you've seen this trend on TikTok, y'all, I'm not on TikTok, again, because I'm just not into short form content. But it is a trend. So I'm using the shades Firestarter and this pink. It's called Fat Ass. I hate that name. But so basically this trend uses pink and orange blush to create this sort of sunset ombre look on the cheeks. And y'all, when I saw that, I fell in love because I love a good blush look. Y'all, I've been trying, you know, a couple of videos back, I tried to do a blush look using different shades, different colors. It wasn't my best work. It was my first time trying it. So I was so excited to try this. So I just want to make sure I try it in front of you guys and let you see. And yeah, so like I said, I did it one time before trying to do a short. The look, I'm going to put a picture up here of what the look looked like. I'm trying to put a picture, remember. So with this trend, typically I've seen people doing it with liquid blush. I don't have a lot of liquid blush. I only have one liquid blush color, and it's peach. But they typically start with orange up here and then come down with pink. I've seen people use a little bit of highlighter in the corners, or I've seen it reverse. They'll put the pink up here and the orange down here. So I'm gonna do my little spin on it and we'll see how it turns out. Okay, so I'm gonna take the cream shade here in this Firestarter set here, and I have this is the e.l.f. liquid blush brush, but we're gonna use a little cream today, and I'm just gonna pick up some in here, and we're just gonna start at the high point of the cheekbone. But yeah, guys, creating short form content is something that I really have to work on, and I'm gonna try to do, you know, do some short form content. But look, so this is the thing with me. Yeah, I was telling my friend, I was like, you know what, when you put on resumes, or you fill out a job application, or you go in for an interview, you know, they ask you, you know, what are some of your strengths? And I used to always say, oh, you know, I'm a multitasker. I can multitask, take on different assignments and whatever. Y'all, I'm realizing that that is not the truth for me. I typically focus. I'm a focus-based person. If I'm focusing on one thing, I feel like I can excel at that a little bit better than trying to do multiple things at once. Like, for example, I've always been trying to lose weight, y'all. But it wasn't until, I think, 2016, 2017 that I actually lost the most weight I ever. I lost 60 pounds. And mainly that was because I was not working at the time. And I focused on my weight loss. I focused on my health. That was my job for about a year and a half. My job was to get healthy and to lose weight. And I lost 60 pounds. I did it doing keto, okay? But I focused on that. I made all of my meals at home. I did not eat out, or if I did eat out, I was very, very specific about where I ate, what I ate. I exercised. That was my job every day. And it really paid off. Even when I started working part-time, it was at a job that I really did like, and it was a job that had me walking more. I worked downtown, so I was walking more, so I was still kind of being in that active space, so I was great. But that job really didn't pay any money. Well, it paid money, but it was part-time. But then a friend, you know, told me about a full-time position where he worked, and he was like, you know, you should come out here. And I did that. And once I did that, y'all, I had a 3-hour commute, round-trip commute every day to a sedentary job. And y'all, it took its toll on me. I was like, so I was still struggling, trying to keep up with my weight loss, trying to keep up with, you know, my eating, trying to keep up with my being active. I would, you know, on my lunch break, I would walk, I would do all these things. But being in that car every day, it just started to take its toll. Then I started to not eat as well. I started to pull into people's drive-through windows and eat. And then before long, the weight was back and I felt miserable. I worked that job for a year and a half and I quit. And then I started working from home. And honestly, working from home, I felt like, well, now I'll be able to focus on my cooking again, my wellness, my health. But even that didn't turn out as I expected, because being at home all the time, I wasn't moving as much. And y'all, it was a mess. It's not even that I wasn't moving. What made it different, I was at home all the time when I wasn't working, but I was going out doing whatever it is I want to do, but working from home, I'm sedentary again, and y'all, so it's just a mess. But anyway, again, when I can focus on something, even doing my videos, when I'm focused, that's where I am. But when I have to split my focus in between different things, y'all, something always suffers. But anyway, that's just a little bit about me. Some of y'all probably don't even care. All right, so we have the orange blush on. I think it looks good. I'm looking in the mirror. It's there, y'all. You can see it. It looks so good. So wipe the brush off just a little bit. And now we're going to go in with this pink. And I'm going to go into the cream. And we're going to place that more so on the apples of the cheek. And just kind of blend it. This, you know, reminds me of painting. You're just blending it in. It looks like a lot, but okay, I actually like that, but let's go in with our concealer. And you know what? I want to try something. All right, guys. So like I said, I've seen people do this trend different ways, adding their own little spin. I'm going to put just a little bit of yellow in here. So I have the Danessa Myricks Color Fix in the shade Primary Yellow. And I have a little bit on the back of my hand. And I'm just going to see what I can do if I just add just a little bit of yellow. This probably... I don't really see the yellow. I don't really see it, but okay, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and just put our concealer on. I'm going in with my Lancome concealers, shade 495 and shade 460. So I don't know if it's really coming across in the camera, but I did, when I use my light to focus on my face, I definitely can see that yellow, and it looks really nice. So I think in natural light, it'll probably show up, but we are going to go back over the blush with powder as well. So now I'm going to go in with 460 and just bring a little bit of light to the face. Y'all, I think I'm almost out of this concealer. Oh, yes, I am. And it's really bringing me a little bit of sadness because I love this Lancome concealer. It is really good. This is a mature woman's, this is a concealer made for mature skin. It is so nice. It doesn't make you look, it's not drying. It's full coverage. It doesn't settle into the lines. It just really helps your eye look really nice. Well, it really helps your under eyes look really nice. And I like that for us. We all need a really good concealer. A friend of mine had called me asking me for my recommendations on a good concealer because she's also new to makeup. And she asked me what did I think about Bobbi Brown. Should she use Bobbi Brown or Anastasia Beverly Hills? She was in the mall. And my advice to her was to go with Bobbi Brown if those were her two choices, because I just feel like, you know, Bobbi Brown is really good for, you know, mature skin. When I think of the brand, that's what I think of. So I have to call her back to see what she decided on. But I would, if it's not Bobbi Brown, I definitely would say go with Lancome when it comes to a good concealer. If you are a woman or if you are a person over 40, over 50, or you just struggle with having, you know, a lot of lines under your eyes, if your under eyes are dry, if you know, you have that crepiness under the eyes and you really want your eyes to look more youthful and you want to do it with makeup, then I definitely would suggest going in with the Lancome concealer. By far my favorite concealer, and this will be a repurchase. Okay, so the eyes are on. Like I said, nothing special. I just wanted to keep the eyes really, really neutral today. And I'm going to go in with my Kosas Cloud Bake Setting Powder. And I'm actually going to use that to set my under eye. Because, y'all, I found that really setting the under eye with a pressed powder creates a smoother surface. I am going to go in and bake a little bit because that's what I like to do. And before I do that, I am going to set the rest of my face with my Hourglass translucent setting powder. I have the shade Deep. And this is a new powder for me. And this is a powder and I'm using my EcoTools powder brush. This is a powder I've been, again, trying to figure out, is it too dark? Because sometimes I feel like it's too dark. But then other times I feel like, oh, okay, it's okay. But I will tell you, dark or not, this powder is so smoothing. If you have pores or any type of texture, y'all, this one is going to do it. It's going to just make you look so smooth, so flawless and airbrushed. I can't say enough about it. I do like this powder. I would dare say I love it. It is my go-to, but I compare it to my Cloud Bake setting powder, which is another pressed powder that I really like to set my face with. So I just want to compare the colors. So if we compare the colors, they look similar, but I feel like the Cloud Bake is a little lighter. It's just a tad lighter. So can you see the difference? So this one is the Cloud Bake, and this one is the Hourglass. They both look very similar, but I like the Hourglass, but I still run to my Kosas to set my entire face sometimes. I don't know. Maybe it's the baked powder in this one, the baked powder in this one that I like, but this one has really good smoothing effects. So anyway, I like both of them. So now I'm going to go in with my Cunifa from Now I'm going to go in with Cunifa from Huda Beauty. This is my baking powder of choice. And we're just going to go in here. Okay guys, so while this is baking, I'm going to go in with my NARS. So I'm going to be using the NARS Luna bronzer, Laguna. I'm sorry. This is the NARS Laguna bronzer. I have not used this since I used it in my first video, the video of my new makeup try-ons, what have you. This is the darkest shade that they have. This is the 08, and I just want to see. No, I didn't even use it in that video, y'all. So this is my first time using it. So just trying to see if this is indeed the darkest shade. And from what I'm seeing, that is dark. Yeah, that's dark. But you know what? I'm not mad at it. Because I think this is what I was looking for from that Sephora bronzer that I have. And that is the darkest shade. That Sephora new bronzer that they have, Tropical Bronze. And it's the darkest shade, but to me, I just don't feel like it's dark enough. So with this one, I'm actually seeing the darkness. And I like it. And y'all, so now I'm going to use my Sephora 50 brush to get all this off of my face. So I have to say I'm really liking the Laguna bronzer from NARS. This is the type of darkness that I was looking for. It really is. And this is a nice bronzer, y'all. Nice bronzer. All right. Okay, guys. So I went in and put some eyeliner on. I used my Makeup Forever Fake Awake eyeliner on the bottom. And then I used my Sephora waterproof gel eyeliner on the top lid. And now we're going to go in and just kind of reinforce our blush and complete the Sunset Blush trend. And so before we do that, or while we're doing that, I just want to reiterate again the content creation issues that I'm having. So when I talk about being focused and multitasking, so right now I want to focus on my channel, but I also have some other things that I have to focus on. And y'all, I'm just taking this Real Techniques blush brush and I'm just going over my cheeks with the leftover product from when I wore this the last time. And I'm just, you know, seeing if any product is on there. But anyway, so I am also focused on a weight loss journey as well. And that weight loss journey includes cooking, you know, staying on task with my meal preps and also with my movement since I work from home. Again, not moving a lot. So I've had to really, really be intentional about how I move my body now. So I've just been trying to really work out. I have a walking pad, and that has really been a game changer for me. I also bought one of those little mini stair steppers. And so I kind of go back and forth between those. So when I'm not working, when I'm not doing other things, I'm walking, I'm stepping, I'm doing weights. I have weights, so I'm doing weight training. So sometimes it's like a challenge for me. It's like, do I film a video or do I go work out? And for me, honestly, working out is at the top of my priority list. And I have to really make some strides in that area just for health reasons. So anyway, that's another challenge that I'm having. Like, when do I film? When do I put the channel first? And when do I, you know, create this content? Because like telling my friend, you know, filming makeup videos is a lot of work because you have to prep. Not only do you have to prep your setup, but you have to prep yourself. Like, I want my eyebrows to be done. I would love to have on nails and, you know, present this really pretty image to you guys. But sometimes it's just like this, like today. I have my beanie on, I have my tank top on, and I wanted to play in some makeup. But you know, sometimes you feel like, oh, I need to come on camera looking my best, being my best self. But sometimes it's not always an option. So anyway, so we're gonna go in back to our One Size Bronze Trio with that fire starter. This time I'm gonna go in with the powder of that. And we're gonna just, and again, I'm gonna start at the top of the cheek. I kind of want to do something different. So I think I'm going to, on this side, I'm going to start at the top of the cheek. And then on this side, I'll start at the top of the cheek with the orange over here. And then over here, we'll start with the pink. All right. So let's go in with a little bit more orange. Okay. You see that? I think that's really pretty. So now I'm going to take the pink and go in here with the powder. And again, we're just putting that pink all over the apples of our cheeks and kind of just blending into that orange. Now, I don't know what this looks like on the camera, but I'm looking in my mirror and I think it looks pretty good. So now on this side, we're going to go in with the pink at the top, and we're going to bring the orange down on the apples. So and y'all, I know these one size cheek clappers is an old product, but I think they've come out with some new shades in the last few months. But these are highly, highly pigmented blushes. And if you are a person that really loves blushes, I definitely would recommend these one size cheek clappers. They are really good, and the blushes are highly pigmented. They stay on for every different blushes for like what, $36? So yeah. All right, so now we're gonna go on with the orange on the apples. Y'all, I hope this looks really good, because like I said, my camera is kind of a good distance from me, and from what I see in the camera, it looks fine. But we know how things get. And when I look in the mirror, it looks fine. But yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just spray my face down real quickly with some Charlotte Tilbury, and then we'll come back and I'll finish up the video. I feel like I've been sitting here for a long time. All right, guys, so while the setting spray is still setting, I'm gonna go in with my YSL Lash Clash mascara. This is in the shade Electric Blue. Y'all know this is one of my favorite mascaras. I could have went with a black mascara today, but I really wanted to do something different. I really wanted things to pop today, because actually, y'all, I don't know, I may be ashamed to say this, but like when I go out to run errands, and it's just certain stores I go to where I feel like I have to really fix myself up to go to. And two of those stores is Target and Whole Foods. I am going grocery shopping today. And when I go to Target or when I go to Whole Foods, I just feel like I can't just throw on anything and go. Because I feel like I always see somebody, or I always just feel like, I don't know. Those are two brands that make me want to, like, you know, when you go somewhere, you want to look your best at certain events or certain places. Like, I don't know. I can't explain it. It's just like those stores. Because my friend, he calls it the stores with the pretty people. With the beautiful people. And I feel like I have to be one of the beautiful people when I go shopping at Whole Foods or when I go shopping at Target. I don't typically go to Walmart, y'all. I have some trauma behind Walmart. So if there's a Walmart right here on the corner from me, I will not go into that store. Walmart feels like oppression to me, and I can't do it. Walmart and dollar stores, I just can't. So as long as I have a choice, I do not choose Walmart. I do like Target. I know a lot of people say, oh, Target is so expensive. I don't know. I don't know if it's that much expensive than Walmart or any other, you know, discount store, but just the shopping experience is just so much different. And yeah, I always have trouble with these bottom lashes. This is Turned to the Left. It's just a cool little chocolate brown lipstick. And to lighten it up a little bit, I did add just a little bit of concealer in the center of the lip. I don't know, that's another little trick I saw on Instagram. No, I didn't see that on Instagram. I think I saw it on here on YouTube. Somebody, to lighten up their lipstick, they would put just a little bit of concealer. Starting to sweat, y'all. I'm starting to sweat. Starting to sweat. But anyway, so we're gonna go in. Like I always finish off my makeup with the Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette. I use the highlighter in here to just give my face a little sparkle, not too much. I give just a little bit of highlight, maybe a little bit too much. But anyway, guys, so yeah, this is my Sunset Blush contribution to the trend. Let me know, guys, what you think down below. All right, guys, so I am done. This is the finished look, and y'all, just to close out the video, on my issues with content creation. Like today, for instance, I'm off work today. So this is a day off. I was able to sit here and just take my time, create a makeup look, film it. I am going to the grocery store, but it just felt good to just sit here and not be rushed or feel like I have to hurry up and film this because I have other stuff to do. I have the next thing I need to do. I have to decide, am I going to wash this off? You know, sometimes when I'm just filming the videos just to be filmed, am I going to wash this off before I go work out, or am I going to work out in the makeup? Just little things like that. But again, I do want to be a content creator here on YouTube because I think it is so much fun. I love being creative. I love the community that YouTube, I guess, provides for content creators. And yeah, I just like expressing myself. So I don't know. But sometimes there are some challenges, y'all, because sometimes it's just really not easy to be consistent. That's the biggest thing. It's not easy to be consistent. And if you want success on YouTube, you have to be consistent. Whatever that consistency is, if it's once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, every day. I know with the shorts, a lot of people use the shorts, but I can be honest with y'all. I do not watch short form content on YouTube. I have tried to do that, and it's just not something, because like for instance with makeup reviews, I don't want a short form makeup review for whatever reason. I want you to sit with me for a while. I want to watch you apply the product. I want to hear you talk about it. I want to hear your thoughts. When you're just doing a quick 60 seconds or 30 seconds makeup review, it's just quick, boom, boom, boom. And for me, I really don't get anything out of that. I don't get anything out of that. The algorithm gets something out of that. But I guess maybe that's what's most important. But anyway, that's just my little 2 cents, which is why I haven't been on TikTok. I know a lot of people, a lot of beauty and makeup content has moved over to TikTok. That's where people are really growing and finding an audience. But again, it's short form content. Maybe I need to get with the times. I don't know, but Instagram is enough short form content for me. And that's another thing. Here on YouTube, like I said, I want my channel to be monetized. That's a goal of mine. And I know what I have to do, or at least I feel like I have to do my part if I want that to happen. However, I know what I need. I know the numbers. I know the 1K subscribers. I know the 4K watch time hours. I understand that I understand those mathematics. But when it comes to Instagram and TikTok, like for instance, I hear people saying they grow faster on TikTok, but to me, does that translate into dollars? Same with Instagram. I know Instagram has a formula if you want to make money through Reels, but you're gonna have to break your back creating Reels, and then it's just gonna be a little bit return on that investment of time, because I've heard other content creators say they don't really make any money on Instagram. If I understand correctly, the way you make money on Instagram is if you do have a following and then brands want to pay you to present their products to your following, and you make money from the brand deals. But whereas YouTube, I'm okay with the AdSense. That's just a goal that I want to hit, is to be monetized on YouTube. TikTok, I don't understand how you make money on TikTok when they, talk about the possibility of TikTok being banned in the US, and everybody's like, oh my God, so many people are making money over there. That's how so many people, have their income. And I'm like, okay, how are they making money on TikTok? I want to know that too. I don't know the math on that. Is it by posting so many TikToks? Is it by the number of subscribers or followers that you have? What is it? I need to know. But I guess if I got on the platform, maybe I'll figure that out. But anyway, that's it, guys. That's just something I'm trying to figure out as a content creator. Like, where do you go? What do you do? Where do you put your focus? That's my main thing. Where do I put my focus? Because like I said, I used to think that I was a multitasker. But I'm really a person that likes to focus in on something. So when it comes to content creation, where do I put my focus? Even with makeup content, do I do reviews, just product reviews, or do I do makeup looks? I feel like doing product reviews helps the channel to grow faster, because people always want to hear about the newest products and they want to know how they perform, as opposed to you just coming on camera doing another eye look. I don't know. But anyway, I don't know, guys. If you stayed to the end of this video, thank you. I appreciate you. Go ahead, if you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I don't ramble all the time, but today was just one of those days where I'm just like, Lord, what do I do? What do I do? I want to do it all, but I can't do it all. I've stressed myself out trying to do it all. And just, you know, I'm just asking for help and support in finding my focus, finding my voice as a content creator, and getting monetized. That's it. If you are a content creator, you know, do you have some of these issues? What are your issues? Or if you've overcome them, if you have overcome, I hope that sounded right, your content creator issues, please give me some pointers down below in the comment section. I really appreciate that. Guys, that's it. Let me know what you think about the sunset blush trend. Let me know what you think. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video, and there will be a next video coming. All right, bye.